Yeah, yeah, hi, Ibra, yeah, Ibra, yeah, good to hear from you again, yeah, definitely, yeah. Just wondering if that offer of that job was still available. What, what do you mean, Doctor Benji stole my job already? But the season's not even begun yet. You've already had a phone call from him. He's already taken the job off me. But he said I could have the job at AC. Well, obviously I'm going to have to go elsewhere then. Oh, it's fine. You know what? Fine. Bye. Goodbye. Oh. Hi Ivan. Yeah. That's sweet. I just moved over to Italy, so I'm looking for a job. I'm wondering if you could put in a good word with your old club. You know, AC have turned me down, so I was thinking, maybe I could go to Inter Milan. You know, they sound like they could be a good. Oh, you've fallen out with all of them there after they put you up for sale, and that's why you went to Liverpool with me for a year, right? Okay. Okay. Have you got any other pals in Italy? Maybe would be willing to find someone to offer me a job? Maybe. All right. Yeah. I've heard them. Yeah, I'll give them a shout. Hi Ricardo, yeah, hi, good to hear from you. Ivan put me over to you. I was just wondering, is it the Torino job open? Is there any availability there? Maybe. No, no. There's none at all. No chance at all. Me getting a job in there in Torino. No. Okay, right. Yep, that's no problem at all. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Yep, it's fine. I'll find something. It's fine. Thanks anyway. Thanks. Chris Smalley. Hi, Chris. I didn't even know I had your phone number. What can I do for you? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm in Italy just now. Yeah, that's true. Come and take over the Roma. Jose Mourinho's just been literally just given that job. He's already fallen out with all of the members of the squad, and you've had a revolt, and you've got him sacked. So is he no longer the special? I can't repeat those words. If he's not going to be the special one, I can't say what you've just said to me there. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know any Italian. I suppose that's true. Neither does Tammy. Yeah, Tammy Abraham's there as well, isn't he? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, sure, I could come on board at Roma if you want. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's do it. I'll come over. I'll come over just now, and I can meet the team. Can I? Right. Great. I'll come over. See you soon. Yes, hello, welcome on Untitled Sports here for Football Manager 22, our full save for FM22. If you missed our beta save with Liverpool, go and check it out. But today we start our big main save for FM22 here on YouTube, and it is going to be a Glory Hunter. Yes, the fantastic idea that Dr. Benji FM came up with. I said I've edited it slightly. I'm adding in the Conference League to it, and we are going to start our Glory Hunter save here with Roma in Italy. If you've not heard of a Glory Hunter before, go and check out Dr. Benji. A couple of seasons ago, he played a Glory Hunter he created on FM20, and he's doing one again this year. I thought I'll do one this year, and typically Ben decides he's going to do one this year as well. So thanks, Ben. I'm sure you're really thinking what I'm doing, but not at all. But I'll be doing one at the same time as him. But thankfully, the team I have decided to go with is not the same team he has decided to go with, but they're in the same country though. And here I am managing Roma. If anyone doesn't know, as I say, what the the Glory Hunter Challenge is. You should go and check out Ben's videos on it. But basically, the aim is you have 20 years to win the 5 major league titles for club football in Europe, that being the English Premier League, the La Liga in Spain, Ligue 1 in France, the Bundesliga in Germany, and SerieA here in Italy. You also have to win the 5 domestic cups, not the League Cup or the Carabao Cup as it's known in England, something like that. The actual Football Association Cup. So the FA Cup in England, the Copa del Rey over in Spain, the Pokal in Germany, is it Coupe de Ligue? I'm not quite sure what it is in France, and the Italian Cup as well, the Coppa Italia here in Italy. On top of that, you've also got to win the Champions League and the Europa League. And I'm adding in an extra one there, which is to win the Conference League, which is the 3rd European competition to win in real life as well. There's now 3, not just Champions League and Europa League. We've now got the Conference League as well. So I'm going to add that in to this challenge. As if it wasn't difficult enough already, I'm adding in an extra trophy into it. And also, you've got to think about international management, because you've got to win the World Cup and you've also got to win the Euros as well in your 20-year career. That means there are 15 trophies in this slightly extended one that I'm doing here, including the Conference League. 15 trophies to win in 20 years. It's not easy at all. You will be moving clubs between everything. Obviously, you've got to manage at least 5 different teams in 5 different countries. You might end up back in a country if you don't do well somewhere else and you have to move somewhere. Hopefully you get to go to be a team that's good somewhere else, but if you end up having to move to a team you've got to build, it could take 3 or 4 years before you even get to be competing for titles, never mind actually winning one. I tell you, it's a really interesting save, and I'm glad that Ben came up with that idea when he did. It's a really good idea, I say, and it's a little bit different than the kind of journeyman sort of save. You maybe start from a low club, you're starting with good teams. Normally, you pick a team that's not expected to win their league, which is why I've chosen Roma here. If you start with Man City, you can do that, or PSG, fine. But it's a little bit easier starting that. As you've got to go with a team that you're not probably going to win the league the first season, it makes it a little bit more difficult. And indeed, that is what's happened here. And we will be playing as Roma. I will have a screen that will be there that will show you the updates at the end of each year, how we're getting on, showing you the lists of leagues and cups that we have won or haven't won and how we're getting on. But for the moment, I'm just going to introduce you to this side. As you saw in the intro, I made a little bit of a sketch, a little bit of a story to talk about it. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was, it wasn't too strenuous for me to do, but it's something a little bit different than my normal just hello, welcome in sort of thing. So there might be a few more of those throughout this save. This is going to take us the whole year. There's probably going to have a couple of 100 episodes of this, so I hope you're ready for that. Could take up to 20 seasons. Remember, Killy Boys, it was 145 episodes and it took us 12 or 13 seasons, so we're definitely going to be into the couple of hundreds episodes, I would have imagined. We've taken over the job from Jose Mourinho, sacked after a matter of days after he fell out with everybody, and thankfully Chris Smalling has got on the phone to us and told us to come along and manage his Roma team. I completely forgot that Chris Smalling was at Roma. So yeah, I'm sure some of you probably did as well. Tammy Abrahams just went there. We'll talk you through the team in just a moment. So we've got some English-speaking players, but a lot of them are not. As you can see, it says here, eyebrows have been raised as I have been hired. I've signed a 3-year deal worth £28,000 a week. I'm hoping I might have won everything that I need to at Roma by the end of those 3 years and I won't have to sign a new deal, but we will find out as we advance on in this game and show you that we are predicted to finish 6th. We did finish 7th last year, which means that we enter the Conference League, which is one reason why I've chosen Roma. I thought there's a strong chance we could be one of the strongest teams. Ourselves and Tottenham are probably the strongest teams in that Conference League. So if we could tick that one off first season, even if I don't tick off the Coppa Italia or the Serie A, if I can get the Conference League season 1 out the way, that would be good, because that's quite difficult. Because think about it, we're looking to win titles in leagues, but if you're also trying to win the Europa League and the Conference League, you can't be doing really well in the league to get into those competitions. So the team you've got to be is a team who's not finished well, so they're in these competitions, and then you might have to try and work your way up. So if I can tick off one of the kind of less high caliber, maybe the less sort of good is probably the most simple way to do it. Competitions, one that you kind of have to finish lower down in the league. If I can tick that off earlier, then that means I can concentrate properly and going for the big teams to try and win the league titles and the Champions Leagues and things like that. You can see that we were founded in 1927. Rivalry with Lazio. We finished 7th last year. With secure finances, we play at the Stadio Olimpico, 68,500 capacity. £10 million transfer budget, which isn't too bad. We've got a wage budget of 1.8 million as well. I'm not sure how much we're using that. You can see, great, in fact, superb training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, and an excellent youth recruitment network. We will advance through, and this is showing you some of the players that they suggest might be our best team, but we will jump into the team and show you that in just a second. Here is the club vision. Now, obviously, we kind of want to not be here for the whole time of this vision if we can win stuff as early as possible, but they would like us to sign high reputation players, but also players under 23 and develop them using the club system, youth system. The 5-year plan is to work within the wage budget, obviously increase commercial revenue, and they would also like to build a new stadium, which I don't know if I like the sound of that, because that means they might be taking away some of my transfer budget or holding it back, certainly, and that wouldn't be ideal. At the end of the current season, they want us to finish in the top 4, qualifying for the Champions League, get to the final of the Italian Cup and the final of the Conference League. Well, if we can do that and win both of those first season, that would be very useful indeed. And they also want us to work toward becoming self-sustainable. I would hope they were fairly self-sustainable at the moment, but maybe they're not. Let's see what the information about that suggests. Make the club self-sustainable in terms of finances. Maybe they're not self-sustainable, that's fine then. The end of next season, they want us to challenge for the SerieA title, and in 3 years' time, they want us to win SerieA. So, by the end of my contract, they want us to have won SerieA. I would have liked to have done that too. Let's see if we can. As we advance, would we like to schedule a press conference? No. And then consequently, sure, let's do it. Let's show you the team. So this is the team, and as you can see, it's perhaps not the best team in SerieA. I mean, it's certainly not the best team in SerieA, but it's not too bad either. Some of our best players include Henrik Mkhitaryan here, who can play off the left-hand side or in behind the striker. Slightly worrying, perhaps, that he's one of our better players. And Lorenzo Pellegrini, the central midfielder / attacking midfielder. A very, very good player as well. Been here his whole career, apart from the time he got sold to Sassuolo and then bought back for a lot more money than he was sold. Makes sense. Italian football's a bit funny like that. Other players include Jordan Veretout there, the Frenchman in midfield. Raul Patricio, the goalkeeper, who was previously at Wolves. Roma have just bought him to play in there. Nicolo Zaniolo, a young player playing out on that right-hand side, can also play in behind the striker and all of midfield, actually. He's a very versatile player. Nicolo Zaniolo, the other 22-year-old. Brian Cristante, the central and defensive midfield player. There's some good players. Leonardo Spinazzola, you might remember his name. He was playing in the left-back position for Italy at the Euro. Spinazzola, a very good player. Tammy Abraham, a lot of you will know, obviously, formerly at Chelsea, has now went to Roma for £34 million. So hopefully he can be our important striker here. We've got a couple of good goalkeepers out on loan elsewhere, very strangely. Looking at Gianluca Mancini, who is apparently our vice captain, if I read the screen correctly. Florenzi, this is the thing I've mentioned before with Italian clubs. I think when we did the Juventus save last year for a season, for the one season challenge. The Italian clubs appear to just loan some of their good players between each other. It doesn't make much sense to me, but Florenzi is one of those. He's away on loan at AC Milan. We've also got Stefan El-Shaarawy, who was formerly of AC Milan. He has come back to Roma after his time in China, and he's going to be out on the left-hand side, you would imagine. Chris Smalling's also in here as a centre-back. He is out for a little while with an injury, though, for 8 weeks, which is not ideal. Ibanez as a Brazilian centre-back. That's very nice indeed. He's got some potential there as well. I don't know if we'll get to see it because we might not be here the whole time, but you never know. Vina's the backup left-back, and looking at some of the potential, you've got a couple of good youngsters there with some potential. Ricardo Calafiore here, playing for Roma. He played 3 times last year. He might end up getting quite a lot of game time if we have that injury to Spinazzola, which we do at the moment. He's out for 7 months, so Calafiore might get a lot of time. And Marash Gombola here, on loan from Verona. He'll be joining permanently at the end of the season. You can see we loaned him last year as well. Apparently he looks very good, the centre-back. He's got some potential there as well. But again, this is a weird save in which you don't really sign players for potential because you're not looking to be at the club by the time they've developed. You want to be at a club for 2 or 3 years and then go, because you hope to have won everything by then. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. I'm not quite sure how we are going to play this team, to be honest. I don't know. It's as simple as that. Looking at some market values for some players, think maybe if we were selling some to bring in some money. There's not a lot of players worth a lot of money. Basically, you've got Tammy Abraham and Zaniolo and Ibanez there who are worth a lot of money, and after that it drops off quite quickly. So I'm not sure we'll be selling many, which means we probably won't be bringing in many. So as if you need reminded, here is SerieA. There are a lot of teams here in SerieA who are very good. And as you look on the left hand side there, we're 13-1 to win the league. We don't have any players here in the Media Dream 11. Most of the players come from Inter Milan, a few from Juventus. But you can see Juventus, who are zebra in this game, because there's no rights for Juventus. Remember, they're favourites alongside Inter, AC Milan, Napoli, Lazio and ourselves. Obviously we have a big rivalry with Lazio because they are also based in Rome as well. So we're expected to come 6th here. Atalanta, remember, a Champions League club this season, are there. It's projected to come 7th as well. Teams like Fiorentina, Sassuolo, there's some Udinese, there's a lot of Torino, there's a lot of good teams in this division. And hopefully we can finish up the top amongst them, certainly. Even if I don't get Champions League football this year, I would like to get Europa League. That's the worst. I would like to finish at worst in the top 6. Hopefully win the Conference League this year, and if we get in the Europa League, there's a chance we could win the Europa League. You know, there's always those possibilities. But yeah, I think it's going to be tough season 1 to win anything here. But maybe in 2 or 3 years, if we built that team up, that could be a possibility. I say, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. And obviously the cup that we will be looking to win here as well is the Italian Cup. And this, I don't have the real name, Patch, I'm sorry. But the Italian Cup, or the Coppa Italia, we'll be looking to win that as well. We don't enter that to the 3rd round, which is in January. So we don't have to worry about that at the moment. And we don't enter the Conference League of the Euro Cup 2 as it is here until the 4th qualifying round. So it's quite early on in the stage there. So we won't be there for quite some time. So yes, I don't know what formation we're going to go for, if we're going to have sales, signings, what's going to go on. This is just a wee introductory episode for you. But we will be back tomorrow and we'll tell you all about our window. We'll show you what formation we're playing, and we'll probably play a little game in there as well, our first one of the season. I know that you will probably be watching Ben's Glory Hunter as well, but please watch mine as well. It might be something a little bit different. I know we're both playing in Italy, but you know, we're somewhere else. So stick around and watch this. And if you do want to, then please subscribe to the channel. And that means you won't miss an episode as it comes out every day, 11 AM, Monday to Friday. And if you have enjoyed this, leave a little like on it. You know, it's a wee introductory episode. Try a little bit of something different at the start with a wee, almost a little kind of skit, a little kind of sketch sort of thing. Trying to make it more than just playing the game. So if you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It really does help us out. And if you're really excited for the rest of the series, hit that like button as well, please. One other thing I need to mention just at the end here is that I've started streaming over on Twitch. Yes, I know I've been creating Football Manager videos for nearly a year now, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some streaming as well. So I'm going to stream on Monday and Wednesday nights from about 6 o'clock. That's the aim at the moment anyway. You never know, it might change. And this video does come out on a Monday. So if you're watching it as it comes out, on the day it comes out, I should be streaming tonight. So if you follow that link down in the description below to the Twitch channel, which is Twitch, the Twitch channel is 11am_sports. So you should be able to just follow that link and get there. And if I am live, you'll see it. If not, you'll be able to see the channel there. Hit that wee follow button, and that means you will always be notified when I go live. Just now, we are currently spending Newcastle's millions. I've started that, spent £500 million in that so far, so go and check that out and you can see who I have signed. So as I say, like and subscribe here, please. Go and follow us over on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitch. Everything's in the description. Go and follow us on everything down in the description below, and we will be back tomorrow at 11 AM for our first proper episode. This is the first episode of the series, but our first one where we get into the team, show you what we're going to do, and we'll get to play a game as well. So until the next one, we'll see you then.